Hey, good to see you again. The factory sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig. They're being fitted as we speak. Have a look at the report.
What's up guys, and welcome back to my Robert Kubica Career Mode on F1 2017. This weekend we're at the Bahrain Grand Prix and we start with some good news. The upgrades we started developing in Australia are now on the car. 4.62 bhp increase on the engine side and 2 kg weight reduction on the chassis under tray. Now we're going to start developing a durability upgrade that will hopefully be ready for us at the next race in Russia. Looking at our power unit after practice, lots of replacement needed. The MGUK is worn out, as is the MGUH. So we're just going to take new ones before we get into qualifying. We're going to leave the energy store as it is, and the ICE as well looks good for now, for qualifying anyway, gearbox as well. So let's get into qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix. So here we are for qualifying. Load up the custom setup. We're running relatively low ride heights this weekend and done a bit of work on the aerodynamics side of things, just to keep this car planted around Bahrain as much as possible. On our banker lap in Q1 at the moment, out on fresh super softs. It's actually been a pretty solid lap so far, not many apparent mistakes, and as we come up to the line, DRS open and it's a 1:31.9, which puts us P11 for now. We come out for another attempt at the end of Q1, but we're like half a second down on our time here anyway. So with less than 3 minutes to go, we decide to come in, bolt on a fresh set of tires and go out again. 3 minutes to go. It's very tight in terms of time, but these mechanics clearly give a shit, don't they? Look at them just chilling. What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. That's how it is. Yeah, take your time, no worries. How was lunch? Good, nice. How's your family? Yeah. So because our mechanics are so lazy, we can't go out again. There's no time. But thankfully we're through to Q2, and surprisingly our teammate Hulkenberg is out in Q1. In Q2 now we put on a fresh set of super softs and go out with the dreams of getting into Q3. Decent lap this one so far as well. Very happy with the setup here in Bahrain, unlike qualifying in China last weekend, which was a bit all over the place. Up to the line it's a 1:32.4, so worse than what we did in Q1, and we're sitting P12. So if this is the best we can do, we won't go through to Q2. Come out for our last run, go out to Q3, damn it. Come out for our last run in Q2, 2 minutes to go, and it's not ideal. There's traffic already, so that's not the best feeling starting this lap. Ricardo looks like he's on his slow out lap. Hopefully he'll stay out of the way. This feels shady. We'll just do our lap and trust him to stay offline. Here we go, going into this section. Hopefully he'll let us go. Thank God. Yep, we clear him. Already 3/10 up on this lap. It's been a very good lap. It's been an immense lap. 9/10 up and across the line. Get in there, my son. We're through to Q3. P9. 1:31.5. Where's that come from? Come on. So Q3, we're not really expecting much, so we're just gonna wait this out and do just one run at the end here. Solid lap, nothing much to say about this. 1:31.9, which puts us P9, which is where we qualify for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Not bad, huh? Also, just before we get into the race, our ICE has gone over 50% wear, so it's gone yellow, and there's no point risking it for the race, especially after qualifying so well. So we're just gonna switch it out, take our third engine in 3 races. Gearbox seems fine, and let's get into the race. I swear, if it rains again, especially in this desert after what's gone on in the last 2 races, I'm gonna be livid. But it looks like a fully dry race for the Bahrain Grand Prix. We're starting P8. after Bottas's penalty, starting on slightly more worn super softs that we used in qualifying. So we're looking at a two-stop, supers to softs and then softs again, and not really confident with the mediums from what I saw in practice. So we're going to be looking to avoid that, and let's get into the race and see how it goes.
Then let's run through the grid order. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Verstappen, Sergio Perez and Ocon, Ricciardo and Renault, Massa and Carlos Sainz, Kvyat, Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas and Stroll, Hülkenberg, Van Dorn, Fernando Alonso and Marcus Ericsson, Wehrlein and Roman Grosjean starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
On the grid here for the start of the race, lean revs to minimize wheel spin always helps. 5 red lights and away we go. A very good start. Chuck it up into Rich. Ricardo's on the left with his super soft, so hopefully we can make something of this. Into turn 1 we go, and we haven't dive bombed anyone, and we're keeping P8. Going to turn 2. Oh, and someone's won. Oh my god. We take avoiding action. I don't know who that was. I think it was Force India who went for a spin, and the safety car has been deployed. So it's been a very, very interesting turn 1 start to this race. We're going to look at a replay at this point. There's Force India. It's a Force India sandwich for Sebastian Vettel going in. Yeah, that corner 3 cars can't go, and I think that's Sergio Perez spinning, and he hits Stroll as well, which was pretty funny. Going around behind the safety car on lap 2 and 3 at this point. We're keeping P6 and keeping our tires in optimum condition, or trying to anyway. At the end of the safety car restart now, Lewis Hamilton is bunching up the field. We are behind Max Verstappen. Hopefully get a good launch of this corner, but now we've got wheel spin, but we're gonna chuck it up into Rich anyway and hopefully make something of this. If we can overtake Verstappen into this corner. Here we go. We're gonna cut. Oh my god. We made a triple overtake into that corner. Do you see that? Oh my god. I'll be honest, I only had eyes for Verstappen, but I outbroke myself and literally just had nowhere to go, and oh my god. If we look at the onboard from Esteban Ocon, he goes side by side with Vettel, but just squeezes into Vettel a bit, which leaves us space on the inside, and that's the triple overtake. I can't believe that. That's incredible. Anyway, up to P3 now. Would you believe it? We're keeping P3. We're not gonna challenge the leaders up ahead, Hamilton or Raikkonen. Those guys are gone. But at the start of lap 5 here, Esteban Ocon is coming at us with DRS. We're going to defend to the inside, make him go around the outside. He's outbroken us. We're going to still make him go the long way around and keep it ahead on exit. Yep, we managed to squeeze him out, but this battle is not done yet. He's going to come around our outside again. We're going to shove him off circuit, which is a bit rude, but I think it's fair because he wasn't really side by side, and we can get away with that one. Still in P3, but he's the real problem, Sebastian Vettel. I mean, we can keep Ocon out as much as we want, but Sebastian Vettel and Ferrari, that's another story. So we're just gonna let him pass. There's just no point keeping Sebastian Vettel behind us. Just gonna ruin our own race. But as I say that, he gets just as Ocon gets in the pits. Vettel's just got a bit of a bad exit out of there, and even though he has DRS, we're closing up on him. See if we can make the move down the inside. We're gonna go for it. No, we're not. Damn it. I was too ambitious, and that braking capacity of that Ferrari was something else. Other people pitting here, I think that's Verstappen into the pits, lap 8, but we're gonna go on for another lap and come in on lap 9. Our rear tires are pretty short, so on to lap 9 now. Switch from super softs to softs, and we come out just behind Felipe Massa, which annoyed the life out of me and made me nervous as well, because as you can see, Massa is on super softs, and the last thing I wanted to do at this point was spend this entire race behind Felipe Massa. So I need to get a move on as soon as possible. Just make a move on Massa. It's going to be on the start finish straight with DRS. Massa doesn't look like he's got performance. He's going to defend to the inside, make me go the long way around like I did to Ocon, but unlike Ocon, we're gonna make this stick on Massa, and we are up to P8 after the first round of pit stops. Out in front, Lewis Hamilton is leading quite comfortably from Kimi Raikkonen, and this is Sebastian Vettel now in P3 after being frustrated by myself and Esteban Ocon. Looking at our race now in our second stint, this is the actual problem. Valtteri Bottas started behind us because of his penalty, and here he is. You know, how do you keep a Mercedes behind now? And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the part of this race that I call frustrating the life out of Valtteri Bottas, because we let Sebastian Vettel go, but we are just not in the mood to let Bottas go at this point. So we're gonna battle. We're on same tires. It doesn't matter that we are on totally different cars, just the performance level is so different, but we're gonna keep it ahead as much as possible. He's got DRS on us, making him go around the outside, and my braking this race, I have to say, was on point. I was braking so late into these corners, even out braking some of the Ferraris and the Mercedes cars. We're still keeping Bottas behind us. I think this is lap 14 or 15, I don't even know at this point. But every single lap, Bottas was on our inside, especially onto the start finish straight, because it's just so hard to overtake in these 2017 cars in the corners just because of the dirty air. So Bottas is going to go through after about 100 attempts just into, not even into the start finish, onto the start finish straight. He's already made that move, so we're still not going to let it pass. Even though he has DRS, we're going to look how late I'm going to brake there. Oh my god, I had no credibility to keep it up there, but somehow still got it. And on the next lap, this time I think he's gonna do it. You know, he's on my outside, he's got his nose ahead. We have to leave him space on the exit here, and I think he just screwed himself over with a really bad exit on the curbs. And the next lap again, we're gonna make him go around the outside, but this time incredible traction and literally nothing I could do there. He just bolted, but not in the mood to let him pass. And he's probably dying in that cockpit right now, but we're gonna try and make something of this. Pretty weak, and as we come up, and as he conquers that start finish straight, there's nothing I could do. So short my tires, probably ruined my race at this point. But on lap 19 we're gonna come in for our second pit stop onto another set of soft tires. And yeah, as I said, I don't want to get onto the mediums, and we come out just side by side with Danny Kvyat. Just, you know, these two pit stops, just I've come out next to people, and pretty annoying. But unlike Massa, we've cleared Kvyat earlier. We come up onto lap 20. Can you see what's happened? Nico Hülkenberg is ahead of us. This is what happens when you spend the entire race just battling people you're not supposed to and destroying your tires. But anyway, even though we're P10 behind Hülkenberg, I have no intention of finishing this race behind my teammate. I just can't. So even though he's got tires a bit fresher than mine, I just have to make sure that I get past him and somehow keep it in front. We're gonna go for it on the straight, I suppose. Nothing doing around here. On the straight, he's gonna defend to the inside, but we're gonna switch back on him and go to his inside. Did not think he was going to be expecting that, and it's paid off because we've made the move on our teammate. A very unconventional move, but it's paid off. And as just as we make that move, Danny Kvyat with an engine blowout. That's just unfortunate, isn't it? And he parks up. So for the rest of the race, it is just going to be defending from my teammate and taking care of my power unit as well. My energy storage is vulnerable. It's gone yellow as well. I think it's almost 60-65%, which is not ideal. And Hulkenberg's coming like a train, which is not ideal. And if you know what happened to me in China, you know that right now I am super paranoid of just keeping my tire. So I'm going very slowly. But someone who is not going very slowly is Kevin Magnussen on his medium tires. He's overtaken my teammate and he's coming for me, but we're just gonna hold it on the last lap. Somehow Lewis Hamilton, not somehow, comes home for an easy victory under the fireworks. Kimi Raikkonen comes in for P2 and Sebastian Vettel salvages P3. As for us, we swing around and we come home for a P9 in the points. Could have been better, could have been worse, but oh my god, what a race, man, what a race.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
So there we have it. We finished P9. Could have challenged the Force Indias for P8, P7 maybe. Still not sure how Perez finished P4 after spinning on lap 1, but fair play. Decent day for Renault, I suppose, from my 2 points. Could have been better with Hulk as well. But Magnussen had mad pace towards the end there. And Hulk finished 11th outside the points. Maybe should have let Bottas go and my race may have been better in terms of result, but in terms of entertainment, you know, I enjoyed that one a lot, so no regrets there. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more and I will see you at the Russian Grand Prix next weekend. Jan Barpe.